Hey, what's up, y'all? What's going on? Listen, man, I just got back from work. I am tired. I'm exhausted. And I'm doing a new thing now. Usually I would take my time, I edit videos, but I was doing research and they were just saying, yo, just be generic. Just record, put it out there. No edit, straight up raw. And let's talk about life and let's talk about what we want to talk about. So let me just talk about the topic of the day today. But before I even get into that, man, yes, whoever's working a 9 to 5, I salute y'all. It requires a lot from you. And I work a 9 to 5 and I vlog. So doing both things require a lot of energy. So I am hustling and I'm grinding. So shout out to everybody out there who's on their grind and also trying to vlog on the side and make something out of it, because that's exactly what I do. All right. But anyway, let's talk about this Dipset, Camron, Joel Santana, Jim Jones situation. Not really Joel's is in it by default, but it's really a Jim Jones Camron situation, and 50 Cent got into it. And let's just talk about, let's go back in the history and really put pieces together. So now, all my life, when you look at all of these hip hop groups, you would think that they're thick as thieves. Like, you would think they are so connected with each other and love each other and they're brothers for life, and nobody could basically kind of mess up their vibe that they got going with their crew, right? Even with the Rockefeller. Now, years back, I remember that Dame Dash said nothing could break up my crew. No money, no women. But sad to say, his crew did get broken up. He's not with Jay-Z no more. A lot of people in the Rockefeller camp from back in the days are not together no more. Everybody basically split up and did their own thing. State Property went their way. Dame went his way. Jay went his way. Now, with Dipset, I was highly shocked, because when you seen Dipset, right, even as a collective, they had subsets. Like, they had Dipset, they had Bird Gang, they had Purple City. They had so much people that was involved with Dipset. And you still thought that all of them were tight. But actuality, when you break it down and you listen to the backstories, they wasn't all that tight like that. Like, they were, it just seemed like there was a bunch of people with their own egos trying to outdo each other. Now, Jim Jones recently did somebody's podcast. Shout out to Jim Jones. Shout out to everybody, right? I'm not trying to diss anybody, but shout out to Camron as well. Shout out to Mace. But Jim Jones just did a podcast and he rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, specifically Mace and Cam. Now, it's clear that Jim Jones do not like Mace. Jim Jones hate Mace for whatever reason, and from what I'm hearing, Mace helped Jim Jones how to rap. He taught Jim Jones how to rap. How can you hate somebody that helped you be a better rapper? Because he wasn't originally a rapper. He was more like a hype guy, hype up man, and he did other things, in the background. Mace helped Jim Jones rap, but that's another story. But anyway, he doesn't like Jim Jones. Jim Jones doesn't like Mace. And I think, me personally, from the outside looking in, it seems that Jim Jones is jealous of Mace and Cam's relationship, and we all know Mace and Cam got a dope show. It is what it is, and I'm pretty sure Jim Jones do not like the fact that they got that chemistry, and that has a lot of part to do with Jim Jones saying what he said. So basically, the interviewer was asking him a slew of questions, and it came to a point where Jim Jones said, well, they need to get off my D. Now listen, let me tell you something. Where I come from and where many of you come from, when you start saying stuff like get off my D or suck my D, those are like fighting words. You never mention your private parts in another man in any sentence. That's automatic disrespect. I don't care. I'm just keeping it real. I'm no yes man. I don't know Jim Jones. I don't know Camron. I don't know Mace. I'm not taking no sides, but I'm calling it how it is from the outside looking in. This is getting nasty. And then he talked about situations where that he basically said he was the soldier and Camron wasn't in the front line like that, and there was instances in the past that he could bring up, but that's neither here nor there. I'm just going by what Jim Jones is saying. So basically, Jim Jones is trying to say that Camron is soft. That's for what I got out of it. These are not my words, they're Jim Jones' words. Camron will have a chance to rebuttal on Monday on It Is What It Is. It's going to get ugly on Monday. I'm letting you know that right now. Monday, Camron and Mace probably going to go in on Jim Jones crazy. I'm letting y'all know that right now. But anyway, he basically was just saying a whole lot of stuff. And I don't know how 50 Cent got into it. I know how 50 Cent got into it. The guy asked him the situation when 50 Cent kind of lured him to perform with him or do a business venture with him or whatever. And I think he did a show with 50 Cent or something like that. in the midst of Camron and 50 Cent beef back in the day. You know, they was battling. And I guess 50 Cent got dragged in it and 50 didn't like it. So 50 is like basically berating Jim Jones on Instagram for Camron. You know what I'm saying? So it's really getting wild now. And there's just one thing I want to say, y'all. Listen, let me tell you something. The music industry is the music industry. But if you have a group of friends, do not act like that, man. Now listen, in my crew, this is how we move. Each one of us each and every one of us are doing good. And if we see one person lagging behind, we all collectively come together and pick that person up. We're not out here to outshine each other. We're here to uplift each other. And in fact, if I'm up, I want to share my blessings with my brothers. That's the kind of crew you want to be with. You don't want to be with a crew where, I heard Ankasa, he said, you know, he was talking about how, you know, situations where he felt like they didn't want to give him light for whatever reason. Or Jim Jones mentioned in his interview that he felt like Camron didn't want to see Jim Jones be better than him. That's not a crew to be a part of. But then again, you know, did Jim Jones want to see his artists be better than him? Stack Bundles wrote Ballin', him and Max B. You know, a lot of people felt that he could have did more for Stack Bundles, or he could have, pushed Stack Bundles' project even after his death, and he did do it. But I know it's a lot of things under the surface with Stack Bundles' music, but at the end of the day, you do right by your quote-unquote brother. But anyway, it's going to get nasty, and this is what's going on. I'm going to go live later. We're going to talk about this. I just came from work. I want to get on here raw. There's not going to be no edits. I don't care if I fumble my words or anything. I just want y'all, if you're not subscribed to this channel, subscribe now. We're going to talk. We're going to do longer videos, straight up raw videos. I'm going to get back to edits later, but right now we're doing straight up raw videos. And whoever's not subscribed to the channel, subscribe now. I will be going live. Much love, much respect. Peace, y'all. I'm out. Later.